Emotions are creating something. This is segment 6. We spoke about emotions and prosperity. And it does go in many avenues. It goes outwards in many avenues because it does boil down to how one feels about any one thing, how one feels about prosperity, how one feels about success, and how one feels about success or prosperity. Another doesn't even come close to the same thought pattern, if you will. And so emotions are creating something. And if emotions are carried for any length of time, and we have used anger just for simplicity, if anger is carried for a length of time, it truly becomes one's personality. Ones will say, oh, watch that one, always quick to temper, always angry. Something happened when they were younger and hasn't let go. When one chooses to release an unwanted emotion, to find the better feeling place, to bring forth something that feels better to the heart, it also becomes one's personality if carried a long time, a long while. Oh, that one. Oh, they're always so happy. I don't even understand why they are so happy. I look at their life, I don't know. Always happy. Always happy. Don't know. Don't know why they're always happy. And it is true that it is a choice, but it is sometimes a choice that is not conscious. So we shared with prosperity, or success, if you will. Ones will feel success when they open their eyes in the morning. To them, it's a success. It's a feeling of gratitude, a new day given. What can they share this beautiful new day? And they are grateful for the new day. And they feel prosperous. They feel abundant. They feel successful. Another may open their eyes in the morning and not feel success at all. They may feel burdened with all things. And it doesn't mean the one that woke up feeling grateful for the day does not have anything on their plate that they should be concerned about, or that they could be angry about, or could be disappointed about, or fill in the blank. It just means that one choose to feel something. And when it is a deliberate choice, creations are made, and it is a deliberate choice. It is hard to hear. Ones will say, there is no way I wanted to be angry for all these years. There is no way. There is no way. This happened. I am angry about it. Yes. But would you agree that you chose to be angry about it? Now, we're not here to condemn or to share that you are not to feel anger. You are meant to feel every emotion. What we are conveying is when the emotion is carried for any length of time, it creates something. You are meant to feel anger. You are meant to feel sorrow. You are meant to feel joy. You have come to Mother Earth to feel. But when it is carried, there are many, we want to say avenues or roads. When one chooses to carry happiness, regardless of what life has sort of thrown at them, they're always looking for the seed of the blessing. They're always looking for the blessing in the mishap, or the blessing in what others would perceive as true dysfunction, if you will. It is easy to choose anger over happiness. And why is that? Why is that? Ones will say, I'm in search for happiness, searching for happiness. If I had this, I would be happy. If I had that, I would be happy. If I had this. But ones don't truly say, oh, I'm in search to feel anger. And yet that's what they're close to feeling. Or disappointment or discouragement, fill it in. And an emotion that doesn't feel good like joy would feel. When ones are searching outside of themselves for happiness, it will only lead to discouragement, if you will. Have you noticed that if you feel that the new car is going to bring happiness, have you noticed it's only a matter of time, perhaps a year, 2, 3, 10, that another new car would bring happiness? And it does go like that. Well, once the kids are out of school, I'll be joyful. Once the college is done, I'll be joyful. Oh, once they get married, I'll be joyful. Oh, once the grandchildren arrive, I'll be joyful. And on it goes. Once I retire, I'll be joyful. Once I start my new career, I'll be joyful. Think about it. Ones are always in search. And if it does not line up, especially if ones are waiting for another, that's why we gave the example. Oh, when the kids get married, or when I have grandchildren, or fill it in. When one is waiting for another, when my spouse, fill in the blank, it's a big one, fill in the blank. When my kids do this, fill in the blank. When my co-workers, fill in the blank. When ones are always in search for someone else to do something to allow happiness for one, only disappointment will be. Ones cannot control others. And why is it that your happiness, if you will, or the one that is expecting something to happen from another to bring happiness, why is it? Why would one place happiness upon another's actions? And it is true, if one is waiting or wanting the experience of being a grandmother, grandfather, and a baby is presented and they fill this role, oh, yes, happiness it is, joyful bliss it is. But if the little baby doesn't arrive, oh, does happiness still reside? Ponder. Happiness is a choice, and it comes from within. Ones can get angry. They are not grandparents, if you will. Angry, their children took another road. We are just giving an example. There are millions and hundreds of examples. So be mindful of what you are placing to bring you happiness. Because what if it doesn't arrive? What if it doesn't arrive? Then what? Is one still happy? Emotions are creating something. What are you creating? What are you creating this day? How are you feeling this day? Are you waiting for something to happen in order for you to feel happy? Ones will say, I'm not waiting for something to happen to feel angry, but I'm angry. No, you don't have to wait for that. It is almost like an easy choice. Why is happiness feel so far and fleeting, where the unwanted emotions feel so natural, feel so typical? It is almost foreign to some to express any kind of happiness at all throughout the day. Not happy about anything. Not happy about anything. Even if they appear to have the world in the palm of their hands, they are still going to find something to complain about, if you will. Why is that? Isn't that fascinating? Isn't it fascinating, the choices ones make? So these dialogues, it sort of feels that it went round and around and around and around, but it did not. It was a space to provide an understanding of mindfulness of emotions. Just to be mindful of what one is carrying, to be mindful of how one is feeling. Now, it is true, if one is feeling down in the dumps, it is very true, it is difficult to feel happy. Even if one was presented something that would appear that would make them happy, if one is in a mood, if you will, feeling something, an intense emotion opposite to, being presented with something that perhaps would make one happy, the space is not there. The space is not there. One has to be placed down. Anger has to be placed down for one to feel happiness. You cannot feel both at the same time. It is impossible. It is a choice. And we wanted these segments to bring to mind that it is a choice. Emotions are meant to be felt, absolutely. But the choice is, how long do you wish to carry it? How long do you wish to carry happiness for? Most would say, well, my lifetime. And others would think that is so absolutely impossible. But it is a choice. The choice to know what you desire to carry for any length of time. And what you are carrying creates your pathway in life. It does. It does. Just ponder. Really, really, really good. There is great love for you.